Hi there, Mayor Bailey here. Welcome to Riverside Rules. If you didn't know already, I used to teach, and my passion for education didn't change when I became mayor. Tune in as I get back to my teaching roots to explore Riverside history, local government basics, and more on Riverside Rules. Riverside's Charter Review Committee is gearing up for discussion, so this episode of Riverside Rules will help you understand why the Charter is our city's most important document. Starting from the top, the United States government is split into three levels. The federal government is in charge of national affairs. The state controls policy affecting all Californians, and local government deals directly with community issues. One illustration of how duties are split up is transportation. The federal government is responsible for interstate highways and interstate system. State governments maintain state highways, and counties and cities maintain local streets. The federal government's authority to govern is derived directly from the U.S. Constitution, which specifies powers and limitations. Any power not assigned in the Constitution is a power reserved for the states. Each state also has its own constitution. California's constitution differs from many others because of the broad powers it grants to cities that adopt a charter, like Riverside. A charter is essentially a city constitution, and most cities in California don't have one. I'm here in front of the vault in the city clerk's office with the city clerk where we keep historic city records. Riverside has been a charter city since 1907, when we initially established Riverside as a mayor-council form of government with 6 wards. Our population then was less than 15,000 residents. Riverside's population reached almost 50,000 by 1950. The charter was entirely rewritten by an elected board, approved by voters and ratified in 1953. The biggest change in the 1953 rewrite was moving Riverside to a council manager system, which it remains today, and we will discuss in later episodes. Council members are elected on a ward-by-ward basis, while the mayor is elected at large or by voters across the city, regardless of the ward they live in. The charter establishes 3 major objectives for the mayor, which are to represent and advocate for the interests of residents in every ward, work with City Council to develop public policy, and act as a chief communicator and ambassador for the entire city. To ensure that the charter adapts to the changing needs of the city, it is reviewed every 8 years by a committee of citizens that creates a list of potential changes. Members are appointed through an application process. The committee's list is sent to the City Council and is voted on. The changes approved by City Council are placed on the ballot during the general election. The ones that are approved by Riversiders are compiled into a new revised charter. Check out the City Clerk's page on riversideca.gov to find out more. And keep tuning in to Riverside Rules to learn about Riverside and what makes it so great. See you next episode.